While I was cleaning house one day, I ran across this recipe file. In it, I found a wonderful recipe that I hadn't used in not a long time, because this was in my high school days and it was a favorite of mine. So today, I'll show you how to do the chiffon pineapple pie, which I fixed several years ago. Of course, first you got to do your filling. I'm going to start cooking. Let me turn this on. The pineapple, which of course we have crushed. This is a crushed pineapple pie, which you're going to make a chiffon pie out of. It's different from a double crust pie. Okay, you heat it up real good. Okay, then to this you add your sugar. Okay, of course I always use this whenever I had some real friends or come over to spend the night at my house when I was a young girl. And this was so easy to make, and I loved it. So I haven't cooked it in a long time. Matter of fact, I forgot about the recipe being there. But oh, did I have fond memories when I found it. To this, I'm going to add lemon juice and some lemon zest. Okay. Now, alrighty, cook this up. Now next to this, I'm going to add some gelatin. I've already softened this gelatin. So I'm going to throw it into the pot with this, because this is what's going to congeal your salad. This is a plain gelatin. You don't want it flavored. Okay. I'm going to let that cook a little bit. This is what your package looks like. It's the plain, unflavored gelatin. I'm going to show you how you dissolve it real well. Put this here. And I've, of course, reserved my pineapple juice to show you how to do it. And you mix it up. And it'll look just like what I had put in the pot just now. See? Of course, I'm not going to add this to the pot because it would make it too thick. Okay, this is cooking. Good. Now, the egg's going to go to work for me again, because I'm going to whip up my eggs. Okay. Very good, thank you. And I'll add them to the pot. This is going to be my filling that's going to thicken. Now, you don't want to go ahead and throw this in with the whipped egg whites too soon, so you have to refrigerate it, because if you add your egg whites to this, it'll kind of, well, it'll just make them watery. So you cook this until it congeals. Of course, for television purposes, I've got some that's already congealed, but this is already thickening, so it doesn't take very long. It's just a matter of, chilling it down. If you cook it and then you refrigerate it right away, you probably can make your pie in just about a half hour. So I'm going to let that cook, and then, well, it's almost good enough to put in the refrigerator, but not quite. So I'll show you how to complete the filling. This is what it would really look like after it has gotten cold. Now to this, I'm going to just fold in my egg whites. And what I want to do is fold. I don't want to stir, because if you stir, you just make your egg whites just go very flat. It's kind of like a hairdo. You don't want egg whites that are flat. Don't want a hairdo that's flat either. So you just fold this in, very easy. And of course, as you've noticed, I have a pie shell right here. And I have to admit, I used to make pie shells. I used to make my own pie shells. But the older you get, I don't know if you get wiser or you get lazier. Well, in my case, it's probably both. But anyway, what I did, I bought some pie shells that were not baked. But I keep them in my freezer, and I bake them as needed, because it's so much easier and quicker. And honey, they're real good. So I'm going to just fold this together, and then I'll just add it to my pie shell. Okay. I love a chiffon pie. And of course, I love any kind of pie. So This is really nice. Then you arrange it in your pie shell as such. Now, what you can do with this, you can add Cool Whip or you can add whipped cream to it. You whip it up real stiff and you can just add it on top. And then you refrigerate it again for, I would say, an hour before you serve it. And honey, it's just a dessert to die for. Now, how I like it, I don't like the whipped cream on top. So today I'm fixing it like I like it. And of course, that's my choice, and I can do that because I'm cooking for me in my kitchen. So whatever you desire to do, just even like this, it's delicious, or you can add a whipped cream to it. So now we've got all our recipes all together, and we're going to look and see what they look like. And with such a fabulous meal, and believe you me, it is a fabulous meal, you can serve this to anybody, even to a king. I would serve the layered salad. Of course, this salad goes way back when I was in Farm Bureau, and we would have suppers for the crew and the members and all. And Rhonda Bostic, a friend of mine, she was there always, and this was her special dish, and she gave me her recipe. Of course, I've inherited a lot of good recipes from a lot of good women. Now, this has the lettuce on the bottom because it's a layered salad, and we've got peas, sweet peas. You can use the canned peas or you can use the fresh peas, or of course you've got to cook them first, and then you can use the frozen ones too. Remember to cook your peas before you put them in here. You layer the peas after the lettuce, and then on top of that you add mayonnaise. You know, I always say mayonnaise. Now, Melissa doesn't like that. She wants me to say mayonnaise, but I'm the boss at my house because I'm in my kitchen. So you layer that on top, and then you add your boiled eggs, which have been sliced and pretty decorated. Then you add your crumbled, crisp fried bacon, and then you top it with beautiful Louisiana tomatoes. Of course, this is the salad I would serve to go along with this gorgeous and very heartwarming, tummy-warming soup, crawfish soup, and our crawfish casserole, and my favorite, the pineapple chiffon pie, which I promise you will be very good too. And of course, you know, these are only a very few of the many very special dishes that you can fix with Louisiana products. Of course, Louisiana seafood is always my favorite, coming from the Cajun country. And today I featured the Louisiana crawfish. Well, you know, all this is making me hungry, so I think I'm going to plate up and eat. I've worked for it, and I got hungry. Of course, I've got these gorgeous dishes that the General has been giving me for Christmas presents, and I use them because I love them. Boy, this really looks good. Let me see how good this tastes. I'm going to check my cooking today. And now that we have cooked that great meal together, I want to share a letter with you. It's from Salada, Colorado. It says, "Dear Miss Lucy, we just recently received expanded coverage which allows us to get your show. We watch it every time we can. We love hearing the stories of your mother teaching you to cook and your family stories. It is delightful to see your granddaughter involved also. We have decided we need to come to Louisiana for a week and do nothing but eat the wonderful food you have there. We don't have good seafood in rural Colorado. Please keep up the good work. Martha Arcan." Thank you, Martha, for sending me this letter. Thank you for watching me today.